used to be known as the... And just for all those wondering, yes, Royce Mullins is wearing his own skates today. He is not wearing borrowed skates.
Maybe he'll score a goal today then.
He probably would have yesterday if he didn't have his own skates. We have roughly 37 seconds until the... As always, we always appreciate it.
Mom said it's hard to hear you.
It's going to be interesting here. Not quality for hockey games.
Test.
All right,
1, 2,
that's
3,
the buzzer
test.
sound, and we're getting ready to start the game here. As the referees check the nets for any loose pucks.
Hello.
The boys are getting their last minute coaching.
Patty said it's hard to hear.
And that was 1, 2, 3 IceHawks.
Says she can hear you.
All right, everybody. Lucas De Lorenzo's getting to his crease. And it looks like we're going to be starting with Eddie Galata, Eli Kostanian, Ryder Skillett as your forwards.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really care on mine too much. I mean,
On defense, we're going to have Alec Beach and Tyler Jenne. Last time these two teams met was in Omaha, where the IceHawks picked up a 5-3 victory. Face-off dropped here, won by the IceHawks, but picked up by the Outlaws. Outlaws try to clear it to neutral. Picked up by the Outlaws. Lost possession, picked up here by Tyler Janney. Janney sends it off the boards up to Eli. Eli looks to get it to Eddie Galata. Galata kicks it over to Eli. Battle behind the net for possession. Puck is loose on the boards. Picked up here by Galata. Galata sends it down to Janney. Janney throws it to the front of the net, sent wide. Outlaws try to clear, and they are able to get it out of the zone. Tyler Janney with possession here, brings it into the Outlaws zone. Tyler Janney is taken down on the play. Andrew Lopez gives chase. Lopez comes away with the puck, regains possession, takes a bump here as the Outlaws come away with it. Brady Brown with the puck. Puck is sent to Hank Understall. Mullins there to poke it away. Peacock sends it out of the zone. Outlaws bring it in. Loses possession of it. Picked up here by Peacock around behind the net. Brady Brown with the hit on Peacock. Mullins with the hit on Brown. Brady Brown looks to be shaken up on the play as he's going off. The Outlaws bring it in. Picked up by the IceHawks. Rylan Hewitt on the boards. Tries to chip it up. Gets it up to Will Coleman. Coleman breaks it. Oh, loses possession of it. Picked up by Hewitt. Hewitt gives it to Dean Sparks. Sparks gets it over to Taylor Page. Page has it knocked off his stick. Picked up here by Pierce Halling. Halling has it knocked away from him. Picked up by Sparks, who stumbles on the play. Regains possession and sends it into Outlaws territory. Outlaws get it into the IceHawks zone. Picked up by Ben Pierce. Off and out of play. Face off here. We're going to have Taylor Page taking the face off. It's going to have Pierce Halling, Will Coleman, Dean Sparks, and Benson Pierce with them. Face off is won by the IceHawks. Picked up here and taken out of the zone by Taylor Page. Page breaks it into the zone. Page is looking for somebody. Passes it up front to Coleman. Coleman's shot is sent wide. Picked up by the Outlaws. Picked up by Tyler. Nope. Not Tyler Janney. Ben Pierce sent wide. Picked up by Hall. Down to Taylor Page. Page sends it back around. Outlaws pick it up, send it back around. Picked up here now by Ben Pierce. Pierce has it knocked off his stick. Picked up here by the Outlaws. Outlaws are moving into the zone. Loses possession. Picked up here by Dean Sparks as he goes around the net. Sparks turns it over. Kept in the zone by the Outlaws. Outlaws lose possession. Ben Pierce. And we're going to have a power play as number 17, Missy, for the Outlaws is going to the box for a minute and a half for elbow. Don't know if you can hear the nice music playing today, but we do have Black Betty Ambulance. Oh, Black Betty in an ambulance.
Wambulance.
Wambulance. Here we go. Face off for the power play. We're going to have Galata taking the face off. It is. Face off was too early as the power play was not put on the board. There we go. Power play is up on the board as we get ready to take this face off here. Face off is won by the IceHawks. Shot was blocked. Nice hit by Eddie Galata on the boards. Outlaws getting possession, cleared out of the zone. Tyler Janney gives chase. He whiffs on the pass attempt, regains the possession of the puck. Tyler Janney moves it up. Two good stick moves to break it into the zone. Janney takes a wide shot. Picked up here by the defense. Sent in. Looking for the tip. Austin Bricky scores! That is the IceHawks 1. The Outlaws 0 as Austin Bricky puts us on the board with a power play goal.
Was that Alec with the assist?
I do believe so. Do believe it was Alec Beecher Creature with the assist. All right, on this face-off, we're going to have Max Bondorf, Vanson Bishop, Kason Aarons, Tyler Janney, and Alec Beach. The boys need to keep the momentum going, keep their foot on the gas. All gas, no brake. You got what I mean? Face-off one here.
Brakes. What's brakes?
Bondorf. Turned over here off the post. Hank Understall giving chase. Picked up here by Vanson Bishop. Bishop sends it around to Max Bondorf. Bondorf picks it up, tries to shovel it out of the zone. Kept in the zone by the Outlaws. Shot is deflected off of De Lorenzo's stick. Sent around by Understall. Picked up here by the IceHawks as they get it out of the zone. And doesn't have enough It does have enough for an icing. Line change here on the defensive side. It looks like we have Nathan Peacock and Rylan Hewitt. Max Bondorf is getting ready to take the face off.
I apologize ahead of time if this thing
Puck is
blurs out, but I'll get it fixed as soon as I can.
face off was won by the IceHawks, sent back down for an icing. Just for those who don't know, this ice surface is poo-poo.
That's a very nice way of putting it, Brett.
I got to keep something a little bit PG. All right, we have a new face-off taker. It's Eddie Galata. Galata loses the face-off, picked up here, kept in the zone by the Outlaws. Understall sends it back around to Brady Brown. D'Lo says no. Peacock giving chase. Brown picks it back up, puts it in between the legs, sends it out front. It is blocked by Rylan Hewitt. Puck sent up in the air. Ooh, Peacock avoided a hit there as the IceHawks get it out of the zone. Ryder Skillett giving chase as the Outlaws send it in. Peacock sends it over to Hewitt. Hewitt sends it up to Bondorf, or Eli. Eli loses possession of it. Outlaws send it in. No icing. Peacock tries to get it up to Ryder. Picked up here by Galata. Galata gets it out of the zone. Outlaws regain possession and send it back down into the IceHawks zone. Rylan Hewitt picks up the puck behind the net. Has it poked away from him, picked up by Peacock off of Hewitt's skates. IceHawks get it out of the zone. Outlaws come away with it. Poked away by Ryder Skillett. Regained by Brady Brown. Shot is sent wide by D'Lo. Peacock overskates the puck. It is sent all the way out front. Picked up here by Eddie Galata. Galata kicks it over to Eli. Eli's moving. Has the puck knocked off his stick as we do a line change here. Royce Mullins on Brady Brown. Takes it away. Tries to shovel it up to Ryder. Royce gets it into the zone. Giving chase. Is able to somewhat slow it down. Outlaws come away with the puck, break it into the IceHawks zone. D'Lo covers it up as Mullins says, hey, get away from my goalie. We don't want that bull snot here. So we get ready for this face-off. It's going to be Royce Mullins, Austin Bricky, Dean Sparks, Andrew Lopez, and Ben Pierce. Face-off is won here by the IceHawks, picked up by Austin Bricky, moved over to Andrew Lopez. Lopez moves it over to Mullins. Mullins is breaking it into the zone. Has it poked off his stick, picked up here by Andrew Lopez. Lopez with a nice reverse hit. Looks to send it over, gets it to Mullins. Mullins has it knocked off his stick. Kept in the zone by Ben Pierce. Outlaws are able to get it cleared. Dean Sparks, first guy back, picks it up behind the net. Carries it. Gets it up to Taylor Page. Breaks it into the zone, takes a shot. Shot is off the stick of the Outlaws. Dean Sparks sends it back around. Picked up by Lopez. Lopez tries to feed it back down to Sparks. Picked up here by the Outlaws. Poke check by Taylor Page. The Outlaws send it back around. Picked up here by Bricky. Bricky chips it over to Lopez. Lopez has it knocked off his stick. Picked up here by Dean Sparks. Sparks loses possession of it. Takes himself out and is taken out at the same time. Page picks it up. Chips it out of the zone. So both teams are doing line changes. Tyler Janney comes away with it, feeds it to Alec Beach. Beach gives it to Page. Page has it poked off his stick. Beach pokes it back off. The Outlaws gain possession. Toss it into the IceHawks zone. Halling is back. Tries to chip it to Janney. Ends up going nowhere. to Will Coleman. Will Coleman feeds it to Page, just a little bit too far for his stick. Page gets the edge, breaks it into the zone. Taylor Page with one move, sends it over to Coleman. Coleman's shot is just too high. Pierce Halling keeps it in the zone, sends it down to Tyler Janney. Janney with the shot off the blocker. The Outlaws break it out. 2-on-1 scenario here. Tyler Janney with some good defense knocks it off his stick. Tries to work his way around. Picked up here by Taylor Page. Page goes between the legs. Will Coleman tries to do the same, but has it knocked away. Rylan Hewitt knocked down on the play. And the IceHawks are going back on the power play.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Score is IceHawks 1, Outlaws 0.
That's 80, number 80 for the Outlaws. A minute and a half for tripping. As our power play unit comes back out, we're going to have Royce Mullins, Eddie Galata, Taylor Page, Austin Brickey, and Rylan Hewitt. Face-off is won here by Mullins, picked up by Galata, poke check. As the Outlaws try to keep it, or get it out. IceHawks keep it in. Brickey moves up the boards. Breaks in, takes a shot just wide of the net, picked up here by Taylor Page. Page sends it back over to Brickey. Brickey slings it over to Hewitt. Hewitt takes a shot. Goalie sees it all the way through. As we reset for another faceoff, there's a minute 9 left in the power play. Mullins on the faceoff. Faceoff is won by Mullins over to Taylor Page. Page backhands it. There's traffic in front. Woo! And with that, your IceHawks get their second power play goal of the morning. That would be Eddie Galata from Taylor Page and Royce Mullins. Your score is now IceHawks 2, Outlaws 0. A minute 54 left in the first period. So we do a line change here. We're going to Max Bondorf, Kason Aarons, and Vanson Bishop on the draw. The faceoff is won by the IceHawks, but picked up by the Outlaws. IceHawks are able to get it out. Outlaws pick it up in neutral ice, try to carry it in. Picked up here by Ben Pierce. Pierce goes around the net. He's got a lane. He looks and sends it over to Bondorf. Bondorf plays it off his stick. Picked up here by Kason Aarons. Aarons loses it in his skates. Picked up by the Outlaws here. Outlaws are looking to make a move. Dean Sparks pushes him off the puck. As they both collide together, Ben Pierce takes it around the back of the net, sends it up to Van Bishop. Bishop gets it out of the zone, sends it over to Bondorf. Bondorf tries to go around. And we have an icing as Outlaws threw it in. Another line change here. We're going to have Eddie Galata with Eli Castanian, Ryder Skillett, Nate Peacock, Rylan Hewitt. As we have exactly 1 minute remaining in the first period.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh boy, faceoff is won by the Outlaws, picked up by the IceHawks. Had it poke checked away. The Outlaws come away with it. Brady Brown, 87. Try to work his way around. I'm sorry, that was number 11, McLeod. Picked up here by Peacock. Peacock makes a move, chips it over to Hewitt. Hewitt sends it over to Eli. Eli chips it into their zone, picked up here by Rylan Hewitt. Hewitt goes for a reset, sends it over to Eddie Galata. Galata loses it in his skates. Loses it in his skates again. Sent up front, picked up here by Eli. Breaks it into the zone as he brushes off a hit. He tries to make a diving poke check. Oh, nice hit put on by Eddie Galata. From what I saw, that was a whole lot of Galata in that kid's face. We have about it looks like a 9, but it could be a
Yes,
4
Courtney.
seconds.
We've already had this conversation. Royce remembered his skates.
Courtney was late to the party.
Clearly.
Face-off is won by Mullins, picked up by the IceHawks as we reach the end of the first period. It is your Kansas City IceHawks 2, Kansas City Outlaws 0. This first period intermission break is brought to you by Courtney's Last Minute Pet Service. If you need someone to pet sit for you at the very last minute, Courtney Fairhurst is the girl for you. Look her up. Ask around. Somebody was bound to have her number. We're friends, but I clearly don't have it. We're not that good of a friends, I guess. I hope she feels bad for it. She probably doesn't, because that's the type of person she is. And shout out to my mom. Hopefully you guys are nice and warm and not under 25 inches of snow yet. It is snowing here in Kansas City. It is a nice, feels like negative 12 outside, but in here...
It's a balmy 1 degrees.
Yeah. The feel like temperature, though, is minus 12.
Yeah.
So inside this ice box we're in, it's probably about a good minus 18.
Somewhere around there.
All right, getting ready for the second period. Looks like we're going to start with Mullins, Bricky, Jenny, Lopez, and Beach. And the Outlaws are going to go with who they want. I can't remember most of these kids' names. As the referee was pretty excited to drop that puck. Here we go. Now we can go. 12 minutes on the clock. Face-off one here by Mullins, sent back to Beach. Beach sends it up to Bricky. Bricky sends it over to Lopez. Lopez mishandles it. Mullins gives chase. Mullins is breaking in. Kept in the zone by the IceHawks. Knocked out of the zone by the Outlaws. Picked up here by Janney. Janney sends it around to Bricky. Bricky dumps it into the zone. Lopez is able to get it into the zone. Outlaws are able to get it out. Beach sends it over to Janney. Janney sends it over to Mullins. Mullins pushes off the hit. Mullins with the shot. Mullins' shot is blocked. Missy for the Outlaws picks it up as the Outlaws get it out of the zone. Janney gives it to Bricky. And we have what appears to be a hand pass is what they're calling, I do believe. As the face-off will be coming to center ice.
Not sure what that was all about, but...
Looked like a hand pass. I think that's what they called. Outlaws win the face-off. IceHawks are able to keep it in. Will Coleman trying to gain possession. Taylor Page with the poke check. Outlaws are able to put it deep into IceHawks territory. Puck is sent to Will Coleman. Coleman carries it, stops, loses possession of it. It's picked up here by Ben Pierce, carried off sides. It's kind of hard to see the blue lines on this ice as when it starts to snow build up, the lines fade away. Page here taking the face-off draw. Face-off is won by the Outlaws. Pierce Halling is able to poke check it away. Taylor Page comes away with the puck, sends it over
it's
to
probably
Will
negative
Coleman.
15
Had it bounce
in
off
here.
his stick.
Hannah. And so only the dedicated fans are here.
IceHawks try to get it out of the zone. It's picked up by the Outlaws, sent back into our zone. Picked up here by Pierce Halling. Sent over the Page as he has it knocked away. As Ben Pierce has trouble getting it out of the zone. Picked up by Dean Sparks. Dean's trying to go around the net, has it knocked away from him, but he regains possession. So he tries to work it up the ice. The IceHawks are having a difficult time getting it out of their zone as they're stuck in it right now. Sparks looks to get it up and out. He is able to get it out of the zone. As Will Coleman's giving chase to 11. Taylor Page with his first hit, I do believe, of the weekend. Comes away with the puck, sends it over to Max Bondorf. Bondorf sends it back over to Page. Page is taken down on the play. Bondorf has it knocked away from him. Rylan Hewitt regains possession, neutral ice. Ashley loses possession, picked up here by the Outlaws. Rylan poke checks it away, comes away with it from behind the net, looking to work it up the board. Rylan's able to get it cleared out. There we go. IceHawks get it picked up by Case and Aarons. Aarons gets it out of the zone. Outlaws are playing pass around with it. IceHawks try to chip it up out of the zone. Picked up here by Case and Aarons. Aarons is breaking it into neutral ice. Takes a shot, tries to take a shot. Goes in between the legs. Goalie swats it to the sideboards. The Outlaws come away with it, neutral ice. Peacock sends it back up to Van Bishop. Bishop is met on the boards, and so is Case and Aarons. Outlaws come away with it. Shot is sent wide by the Outlaws. Outlaws regain possession, bring it back into their defensive zone. Try to send it over. Picked up by Peacock.
I think that was Beach, maybe. No.
Case and Aarons keeps it in the Outlaw zone, but is quickly knocked off his stick and out of their zone. As the Outlaws bring it back into IceHawks territory deep. So they try to work it around the behind the net. Look to get it to the front. Picked up by the defense. Shot is blocked by Case and Aarons right in the rib cage as he's coming off. He's feeling every bit of that one. Puck is picked up by the IceHawks here. So they're trying to get it out of the zone. Picked up here by Van Bishop. Bishop tried to feed it to Galata. As we have an icing here. That was a lot of time spent in our zone.
Yeah.
And with that, that brings us to 7 minutes and 8 seconds in the second period. And also, here's a shout out I want to give to our good family member, Joanne Matthews, as she's, and the Outlaws scored on that, as she is having to deal with more snow than we could handle here. And with that, your total score now is IceHawks 2, Outlaws 1. We're going to have Mullins versus Brady Brown on this face-off. IceHawks win the face-off, but possession was gained by the Outlaws. Andrew Lopez comes away with the puck in the zone, trying to get it over to Mullins. Brady Brown comes away with it. Brown's making moves in the IceHawks zone, looking to get it. Ooh, takes a shot, glove down by De Lorenzo covers up for a face-off. Reset here for Mullins versus Brown again. Brown comes away with the face-off. Mullins picks it off, makes a move, makes another move, sends it over to Austin Brickey. Austin Brickey looks for Lopez. Lopez takes a shot. Lopez's shot is wide. As the IceHawks try to get it in the zone, Brickey does a good job not to go off sides with that. Picked up here by the defense. Dean Sparks. Sparks sends a nice slow shot in. Covered by the Outlaws. as we go for a line change here. It's going to be Taylor Page, Pierce Halling, Will Coleman, Rylan Hewitt, and Nate Peacock. Face-off is won here by Page, picked up by Peacock. Peacock has it knocked off his stick. Rylan Hewitt's able to keep it in the zone as the Outlaws come away with it. Hank Understall giving chase, tries to chip it up to Taylor Page, picked up by the Outlaws, sent deep into the IceHawks zone. Outlaws pick it up. Peacock tries to give chase. They move around him. Outlaws come away with it, take a shot attempt, but it's blocked by Hewitt and sent back around behind the net. As the Outlaws get it again, take another shot. It's sent wide, picked up here by Hewitt. Hewitt tries to send it around. Picked up here by Taylor Page. Page is moving it up with a good speed burst. Has it knocked off his stick. Will Coleman has it. Takes a shot. It is blocked by number 93 of the Outlaws. Picked up here by the Outlaws into IceHawks territory. So he takes a shot. It is covered by Lucas De Lorenzo. Line change here. We're going to have Alec Beach, Tyler Janney, Vanson Bishop, Kason Ahrens, and Max Bondorf on this defensive faceoff draw. We have 5 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second period. Your score is IceHawks 2, Outlaws 1. Faceoff is won by the Outlaws. Shot is wide. Board battle here with Tyler Janney, Kason Ahrens. Outlaws try to feed the middle of the ice, but it is blocked by the IceHawks.
Well aware, out of the Courtney, zone. Well aware. Tell KCIC to fix their glass. I'm sure they will listen to you.
IceHawks come away with it in the defensive zone. They try to shovel it up ice, but it's off the boot of an Outlaws player. Outlaws try to get a shot, but good defense here by Alec Beach as he takes a couple cross checks on his way back up. Alec Beach is without his stick. The shot is sent very wide. Picked up here by Tyler Janney. Janney makes a move to break it out of the zone. Janney looks to get it to Bondorf, just out of Bondorf's reach. Bondorf's giving good chase as they both go sliding into the boards. As that kid's looking and crying for a call. Brady Brown with the puck now. Brown's trying to make it in. And we're going to have a penalty here for tripping. And your Kansas City IceHawks are going on the penalty kill. Looks like we're going to have Eli Costanian, Eddie Gulata, Ben Pierce, and Rylan Hewitt on this penalty kill. Face-off is won here by the Outlaws. Shot is sent wide. Back around the net, picked up by the Outlaws. Outlaws are looking to make a move. Sent to the front of the net, picked up here by Ben Pierce. Pierce sends it around and off the boards, picked up by Costanian. Costanian tries to feed it to Galata, just out of his reach. Galata sends it deep into their zone. Eli's giving chase, sees the first guy back, takes and absorbs a big hit from McLeod. McLeod has it knocked off his stick by Eli. McLeod comes away with it. He's moving it up ice. Tries to chip it over. It's intercepted by Eli. Tried to get cleared out by Ben Pierce. No icing on the play. Mullins is in pursuit. Mullins tries to get there. Brady Brown settles it down. Send it to Mayo. Mayo with the shot. D'Lo says, I'll have that. That's mine. We have 2:43 left in the second period. 22 seconds left on the PK. The score still remains 2-1 in the second period. As we get ready for the face-off draw here, it's going to be Royce Mullins against Brady Brown. We have Austin Brickey and Taylor Page and Alec Beach as well. Face-off is won by the Outlaws. Shot is sent wide by the Outlaws. Second shot attempt is also wide. Austin Brickey chips it out of the zone. Outlaws come away with it. Sent over. Taylor Page is there to intercept it. Page carries it into the zone deep. He's got Mullins breaking towards the net. His pass is intercepted. He tries to tip it down. Picked up here by Unnerstall. Taylor picks up the loose puck. He's looking to break it in. With another reverse hit from Taylor Page. That was a good hit. Picked up here by Austin Brickey. Brickey plays it off the boards. Brady Brown picks it up. Moved into the zone. Picked up here by Ryder Skillett. Skillett is able to get it to Page. Page's burst of speed brings it into the Outlaw zone. He's looking to go behind the net. Brady Brown puts a hit on him against the boards. Loose puck. Eddie Galato got sidestepped on his hit. Outlaws break into the zone 2-on-1 momentarily as Austin Brickey is going to get a penalty here.
Damn it.
Austin Brickey is more likely going to the box for either hooking or tripping. I'll be able to get that call here as soon as they make their way to the box. And the referee says interference. That was a questionable interference call as he was just playing the puck. Either way, I digress. Face off here. We have one too many kids out there, I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Ben Pierce and Eli with Rylan Hewitt and Eddie Galata. IceHawks win the faceoff, try to get it out. Picked up here by Hewitt. Hewitt makes a move, brings it to neutral ice. Loses possession of it. Kept it in by Eli Castanian. Castanian's making a move on Morgan. Gets him. Good tie up here for the puck as Galata is met with the body as well. Outlaws come away with it. Ben Pierce gives chase. Ben Pierce comes away with it. Sends it out of the zone. We're going to have an ice. We have 44.4 seconds left in the second period and 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. Your score remains IceHawks 2, Outlaws 1. Taylor Page is coming out to take this face off. He's going to have Pierce Halling with him. And it looks like the defense is staying the same. Ben Pierce and Rylan Hewitt. Outlaws come away with it. Shot is sent wide. Puck is dumped out. And it is going to go down for another icing call. 30 seconds exactly on the clock.
31 seconds left on the PK.
As we change up the defense here, it looks like we're going to have Sparks and Beach, it looks like. Face-off one here by the IceHawks, picked up by the Outlaws as D'Lo absorbs that shot and sends it behind the net. Pierce Halling could have had it, but he lost sight of it. He's able to get it cleared into the Outlaws zone. Outlaws come away with it. Looking to make a pass into the zone. They end up chipping it in. Beach looks to send it up and around. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shot is blocked. And that brings us to the end of the second period.
Good job, IceHawks!
IceHawks are in the lead. 2-1 at the end of 2. 1 second left on the PK.
That thing keeps going blurry. And
Oh, yeah. Now, there's all these nice, fine lines in here. Oh, look at that. My good friend and best friend, Lloyd Mamartin, LaLloyd, Martin is here. I love you, Lloyd. I miss you, Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lloyd. And there's my niece, Hannah. I hope you're getting all the snow you want / deserve. And I hope you're not driving because I wouldn't trust you to drive in that weather whatsoever. But I have 4-wheel drive. No, just because your car has 4 wheels does not mean it's 4-wheel drive.
She's got to get her nails done.
Yeah, she's got to go to the gym and get her fit on. All right, it is time for these boys to lock in as the third period is about to start. We're going to have Royce Mullins on the faceoff draw to start this third period. As we have 1 second left on... Oh, take that back. They're actually switching the centers around. It's going to be Taylor Page with Andrew Lopez, Alec Beach, and Tyler Janney. Lucas De Lorenzo is still in the net, doing a fantastic job. Absolutely amazing. Some would say he's built like a wall back there. Puck drops. Here we go. Tie up here. The IceHawks come away with it as Austin Brickey gets back on the ice. Picked up here by Alec Beach. Beach is looking, sends it all the way over to Lopez. And Lopez gets it to Will Coleman. Coleman breaks it in. Makes a move, sends it up to the front, but is pushed wide. Outlaws come away with it. Lose possession of it. Picked up here by the IceHawks. Lopez shot is wide. Excuse me, that was Taylor Page's shot. Page's shot is wide. Alec Beach, trying to do his best Pele impression, sends the puck out of play. I get some people say it's soccer on ice.
Penalty on Lopez.
Not surprised. What did he get? Lopez for cross-checking. IceHawks go back on the PK. We're going to have Taylor Page versus Brady Brown on this face-off. Taylor Page is going to have Will Coleman, Ben Pierce, and Alec Beach. All right, here we go. Penalties on the board. Face-off is won by Brady Brown. Puck is, D'Lo doing his best impersonation of Dominic Hasek over here. Puck is sent wide. Resets himself. Goes through the crease, but not in the net. Taylor Page picks up the puck behind the net. Sent hard into the glass. Will Coleman putting the pressure on. Taylor Page picks it up. Page dishes it over to Coleman. Coleman plays it off the referee, which helps as it's not an icing. Outlaws send it deep into the zone. Picked up here by Ben Pierce. Pierce is looking. Pierce sends it up, and Outlaws can't hold it, and it's offsides. We have 10 minutes, 43 seconds in the third period with 43 seconds left on this penalty kill. Royce Mullins is going to be taking the face-off draw here. We have one too many kids out here.
Too many out.
We have too many.
Wait. You got too many out there.
All right, we made the correction. Mullins is on the face-off draw here with Austin Brickey, Sparks, and Ben Pierce. Mullins comes away with the face-off draw, sends it up to Brickey. Brickey lightly dumps it into the zone. Mullins gives chase to it, puts the pressure on. Is able to come away with it. Has it poke checked off his stick as he's still giving chase. Good PK practice here. Ben Pierce has it. Tries to send it up the ice, but ends up sending it out of play.
Was that?
That was Ben Pierce. Benson Pierce, 26.
No, what was the call?
He tried to dish it off the glass, and he ended up hitting the net.
Oh.
He sent it out of play. Mullins with the face-off win here, sends it over to Brickey. Brickey picks it up. Cross ice, just floats it in. As the Outlaws pick it up behind the net. Try to play it off the boards. Mullins is there to intercept it again. Has it poke checked. He is doing a great job on this PK right now. Outlaws come away with it. Picked up here, brought into the zone by Unnerstall. Ben Pierce is doing some hard work on Unnerstall. Outlaws send it down to the blue line. Shot is wide. Austin Bricky picks up the puck. Bricky chips it up to Mullins just out of reach. Max Bondorf picks up the loose puck. Puck is still loose. Mullins just misses it. Austin Bricky, 50-50, swatted it down. Sent over to Mullins. Mullins gets it, picks it up. He's carrying, chips it into the zone as he goes off for a line change. IceHawks pick it up. Have it poked away. It's picked up here by the Outlaws. Outlaws lose possession of it. Regain possession of it as they look to clear it out of the zone, and they do, and it's going to go all the way down for an icing. With 8:56 left in the third period, the IceHawks are back at full strength. We have some sideline coaching from the parents here, which is awesome. It's my favorite part of the show.
In case they don't get enough from the bench.
Yeah. I'm not sure whose parent was sideline coaching, but hey, it's always appreciated. I love hearing it. Face-off is won here by the Outlaws. As they send it back and around, Van Bishop is going to give chase as he's going to be the first player there. Tries to send it deep in the zone. Kept in the zone by the IceHawks. Kason Aarons picks it up. Aaron's shot is off the post. Outlaws come away with it, break it into neutral ice. Tyler Janney pokes it away. Janney comes away with it, and he's looking to move it into the zone. He takes a long-distance shot. It is high and off the glass. Van Bishop here is able to keep it in the zone. Sends it over to Kason Aarons. Aarons drops it to Beach. Beach sends it back around to Bishop. Bishop comes away with it, plays it off the back of the net as the Outlaws are able to come away with it. Alec Beach chips it away from 5 of the Outlaws. Max Bondorf comes away with it, sends it up. The Outlaws are able to break in 4-on-1. Lucas De Lorenzo says, I'll stop that. Alec Beach with a nice hit. Kason Aarons says, oh, how is that not an elbow? He got his chicken wing up. Chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna. That is not my homie. So the Outlaws are looking to move it back into the zone. Blocked shot by Tyler Janney from Brady Brown's attempted shot. As they try to feed it up, the Outlaws are able to come away with it. Brady Brown has the puck now. He's looking to move it up ice. Brady Brown tries to make a pass cross crease. Picked up here by Austin Bricky. Bricky's moving it into the zone. Bricky makes a wide move, takes a shot. His shot is off the crossbar. Picked up by Eli. Eli dishes it down to Dean Sparks. Sparks mishandles it, regains possession, takes a shot off the pads. Rebound shot goes high and wide, picked up by Eli. As we're going to have another penalty for hooking. And it looks like it's going to be, is that Eli Costanian, guilty of hooking. IceHawks again, killing another penalty.
Damn hookers.
Hooka! Hooking. This is a slash, Melissa. Melissa's over here trying to give me rules of hockey. Here we go. Mullins on the faceoff draw. Mullins wins the faceoff draw, picked up by the IceHawks. IceHawks shoot, IceHawks score. IceHawks tied up. Hank Understall with the goal.
IceHawks back to full strength. Definitely not how we wanted it to happen.
There's 6:50 left in this game. If the IceHawks can pull their head out of their ass and stop taking fucking penalties, the score wouldn't be this way. Outlaws come away with the puck, bring it into the zone. Understall is getting pressured. Sends it over, picked up here by the Outlaws. Try to send it. Page picks it up. Page is carrying it. He's looking. Sends it over to Coleman. Has it played off his skate. Little incidental collision there. Picked up here by Dean Sparks. Picked up now by Taylor Page. Picked up here by Coleman. Coleman sends it over to Sparks. Sparks shot is blocked. Shot again is blocked. Outlaws send it out of the zone for an icing. That was the absolute slowest icing I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
All right, we're going to have Mullins, Lopez, and Aarons taking this face-off draw with Janney and Beach on defense.
Know nothing about hockey, Melissa.
IceHawks come away with the face-off. Poke check, though. Outlaws have it now. They send it out, picked up here by Alec Beach. Alec Beach sends it to Janney. Janney sends it back to Beach. Beach sends it up to Lopez. Lopez sends it to Aarons just over his stick as Aarons is offsides. We have 5:45 left in the third period. Your score is tied 2-2. Mullins on the face-off draw here. Face-off draw is won by Mullins. Picked up here by the Outlaws. Mullins poke checks it away. Mullins with a hit. Offsides.
Five seconds remaining on the PK. Oh, no PK.
No, they scored on the...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They just don't know how to take it off the clock.
Huh?
They just don't know how to take it off the scoreboard.
Clearly.
Face-off is won here by the IceHawks. Picked up, though, by the Outlaws. Sent into the zone, picked up by Beach. Beach is able to get it out of the zone. Mullins is able to keep it on the boards as the Outlaws come away with it. Picked up here by Brady Brown. Brown sends a backhand shot wide. Picked up here by Janney. Picked up here by Brady Brown again as Brown sends it down to the defense. Shot is blocked by Lopez. Lopez is able to get a step on him, as that was a hit on Lopez. Austin Bricky was able to get the puck up ice, but sent down for an icing. It is
Jenny with a nice hit right
It's
here.
getting rather chippy out here.
Yeah.
As these are the two top teams in this tournament thus far. As we're missing one more kid. And it's going to be Taylor Page coming out as the additional winger. Ben Pierce picks up the loose puck, sends it over to Taylor Page. Page is able to chip it up to Galata. Galata is moving in, takes a shot. Galata's shot is high. Taylor Page is able to pick up that rebound shot, and he's able to send it back around the boards to Ben Pierce. Pierce sends it over to Bishop. Bishop tried to feed it up to Galata. Picked up here by the IceHawks as it's dumped in. Taylor Page giving chase. Page is able to take it off the boards. Chips it up front to Galata, but it's wide. Bricky swat attempt at it to keep it in the zone. Keeps it in the zone. Sent by Ben Pierce. Shot is wide. Picked up here by Page. Page looks to feed Galata. Looks to feed Van Bishop too. As the Outlaws are able to corral that. And we have Ben Pierce doing in a board battle here. Eddie Galata comes in and keeps it in the zone. Eddie Galata is able to come away with it, absorbs a hit on the boards, picked up here by Van Bishop. Bishop takes a side shot. It goes wide. Austin Bricky's able to keep it in the zone. He comes away with it, sends it over to Page. Page is looking, tries to make a move, but goes too wide with it. Picked up here again by Austin Bricky. Oh, line change here for the Outlaws. Gives Taylor Page a wide open shot as the goalie corrals it, as Taylor tried to go in for that rebound. What an opportunity. We have 3:05 left in the third period. Your score is still 2-2. As we're going to have Mullins, Bondorf, and Eli Costanian on this faceoff draw with Rylan Hewitt on defense. And Peacock. Nope, Dean Sparks. Faceoff is won by the Outlaws, picked up by the IceHawks. Shot attempt was in the feet of Royce Mullins. Couldn't come away with it. Puck is sent around. Mullins is going to be the first one there to meet him as the puck is sent around. Picked up here by Eli. Has it smacked away from his stick and out of the zone. Rylan Hewitt picks it up. Looks to get it to Max Bondorf. Bondorf shovels it over to Mullins. Just over his stick. Dean Sparks comes away with it, sends it over to Rylan Hewitt. Hewitt looks, sends it over to Sparks. Sparks carries it up and into the zone. Sparks takes a shot. It's gloved down by the Outlaws. Picked up by the Outlaws behind the net as they're looking to move it out. As Understall gets met. Perfect pass from Hank Understall. As they celebrate near the bench of the IceHawks. There is 2:02 left in the third period with the Outlaws 3, IceHawks 2. Outlaws carried it in. Brady Brown. Shot is saved and pushed out by Tyler Janney. Picked up here by Beach. Beach picks it up, tries to send it up and around. Picked up here by Tyler Janney. Janney's moving in. And we're offsides. There's a minute 38 left in this third period. Getting ready for this face-off here. Taylor Page on the draw. Wins it. Picked up here by the Outlaws. Sent over to Skillett. Skillett sends it in. Picked up here by Bricky. Bricky chips it up the boards to Ryder. Ryder chips it and loses possession of it. Sent over to Austin Bricky. Bricky chips it up the boards to Taylor Page. Page breaks it into the zone. Carries it wide. Sends it to the front of the net. Picked up by Skillett. Shot is wide of the net. Picked up here by the Outlaws. Kept in the zone by Ben Pierce. As the Outlaws look to get it out of the zone, they're able to get it out. Picked up here by Austin Bricky. We have 1 minute remaining in the third period.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bricky with some good play. Sends it up to Taylor Page. Page loses possession of it, regains possession. As we have pulled our goalie. Mullins is the extra attacker. Bricky's looking to chip it in. We have 30 seconds left. Picked up here by Galata. As the Outlaws bring it in offsides, we have 22.4 seconds left in this game. Mullins on the face-off draw here. As the IceHawks call a timeout. This has been a good game, back and forth game. Score is
Yes,
3-2.
Brett, it is a good game. Unfortunately, the scoreboard needs to be reversed.
Yep, but it's hard to win games when you take a lot of penalties. But this
That
is
is
a
true.
resilient group. There's still a lot of time left for these boys to get down there and score. As we're left with this line of Mullins, Halling, Golata, Bricky, and Hewitt. Mullins wins the faceoff draw. The Outlaws chip it in, picked up here by Bricky. Bricky plays it off the board to Golata. Four, three, two, one.
Frustrating.
There's
frustrating.
some after the whistle, after the game, scrummaging going on. As Taylor Page was upended at the end of the game, didn't appreciate what had happened as the Outlaws player takes a swipe at him with this stick at the end of the game. There will be no handshake line for him as he's probably going to get rewarded with a game misconduct and can't play his next game. And as it stands, the Outlaws win 3-2. We will come back to you guys later today at 5 o'clock when we play the Omaha Junior Lancers at this shitty arena again. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, Brett.